Our first job, of course, as usual, is to give you the two teams this afternoon. Here we go then. Liverpool, first of all, with Bruce Grobbelaar in goal. Number 2 is Glenn Hussein, the Swedish centre-back. 3, David Burrows. 4 is Steve Nicol, is still out with a neck injury, so it's Barry Venison who plays. Number 5 is Ronnie Whelan. 6, no Alan Hansen, he's still injured. Gary Ablett plays centre-back. 7, Peter Beardsley. 8, Ray Houghton. 9, Ian Rush. 10, John Barnes, and 11, Steve McMahon. Their formation then, with 2 up front, Ian Rush and Peter Beardsley, who was a sub at Arsenal in midweek. An extra responsibility, though, for Glenn Hussein at centre-back, with the continued absence of Alan Hansen, who jarred a knee at Southampton last weekend. He and Ablett, the central defenders. Spurs, meantime, without Paul Gascoigne, who's injured. No place for Paul Stewart either, even though he's clear of suspension. Let's take a check on their team. In goal, they've got Erik Torstvedt. The number 2 is Mitchell Thomas. He plays in midfield. 3, Pat van den Hauwe. 4, the Icelandic international Gudni Bergson comes in at right back for Terry Fenwick, who broke a leg last Wednesday. 5 is Paul Allen. 6, Gary Mabbott. 7, David Howells. 8, Naeem, the Spanish under-21 international. 9 is Vinnie Samways. 10, Gary Lineker, of course, 8 goals in the last 7 games, the lone forward today. And number 11, Steve Sedgley, who will be a central defender today. Here's how they'll line up, with just 1 man up front, Gary Lineker, but with 5 men in midfield waiting to spring forward to support him. Our referee today, David Hutchinson of Marcham in Oxfordshire. Well, those are the teams. If you're checking at home with your Liverpool Match View programme that you've received through the post, we'll be giving you details of that special service later in the programme. Liverpool then in the all-red strip as usual, attacking the goal to our right. Up to Rush. Houghton playing it in. Mabbott behind this one for Tottenham. Remember, if Liverpool win, they go top tonight. If Spurs win, they share top place with Everton. Everton, of course, with a better goal difference. And Spurs must win 3-0 to go clear at the top themselves, and that might just take a bit of doing. Mind you, it's been a remarkable transformation just over the last month by this Tottenham side. Here's Hussein. Liverpool, who've lost their last 2. Down by their own high standards for people to talk of a crisis. Some crisis. They've only lost 1 league game. And here are the substitutes today: Staunton and Molby for Liverpool, Walsh and Moran for Tottenham. There's big Erik Torstvedt. Ooh, Ablett misjudged that one, but from one goalkeeper to the other. Just a little bit of rain in the air. Just give a greasy top to this pitch now. It's in excellent condition. Henderson playing that forward for Rush. Here's Peter Beardsley, and a shot by Whelan over the top. A good break there, and 1 or 2 inquiring looks in that Spurs defence, allowing Whelan so much space to come in forward and to get a free shot. Jimmy Greaves?
Yeah, it looks as though it's the same old story with the Tottenham defence. They're going straight down the middle, Liverpool, Brian, and they're getting through. It's Rushy collected a great ball there, and really, I think Ronnie Whelan should have done better than that.
Nice play by Liverpool. Whelan to Rush. There's McMahon, those foraging runs from the midfield. Barnes on the far side now for Liverpool. There might be some work here for Torstvedt, but the flag was up for an offside. That's a great sight seeing McMahon, those storming runs from the midfield, really beginning to open up things for Liverpool. Beardsley. Barnes. He's gone past Bergson. A little chip coming in. Mabbott behind it well. And Burrows hitting it wide. Never yet scored for Liverpool, David Burrows, but getting well onto the end of that one. And you can see a little disappointed with his final result. Barnes really taking Bergson to the cleaners here.
yeah, you get the feeling he can go past him any time he likes, and that could be a big danger, as we all know John Barnes can be.
Ablett. There's Barnes. Threaded through to find Houghton. Threaded through to find Rush.
It's a good move, Brian. The man who's making it work all at the moment is Steve McMahon in the middle of the park. There's no question about it. He's running forward. He's creating havoc in there. Nobody's following him. They don't know how to.
It's Tottenham's throw. No, the referee's given a free kick there. It's a momentary breather for the Tottenham defence at any rate. Let's see what they can do from a free kick here. Robillard, who's still got the little finger of his right hand slightly dislocated. So at Arsenal on Wednesday. Naeem's behind this, and Samways and Howes. It's Naeem, driven well wide. Paul Allen. Ferguson. Thomas. Oh. That's where Rush is so often dangerous. Now Beardsley finds Houghton, and Rush has made the break. Barnes is free on the far side. McMahon inevitably is free down this side. It was Vanden Hauwe who just stuck out a foot and got the ball away. Oh, that was a silly challenge there by Benison on Naeem, who I think has made a bit of a meal of it. And McMahon, in fact, is over Naeem, saying, "Come on, get up, stop play acting." And Liverpool are unhappy, and look at McMahon and Vanden Hauwe now.
I think you'll find that this was a little bit nasty, though, Brian. He definitely did swing an elbow at him. It could possibly be a sending off offence, although there was a meal made of it.
Well, I think it looked to me a meal made of that, I must say.
Yes, I agree with you, but at the same time, I think our friend's little heart will be pounding down there to see what colour card's going to come out of the back of the referee's pocket any minute.
Well, Benison is having a long chat with the referee, but no card has come out of the pocket. It was a clumsy, silly challenge.
Well,
whether there was an elbow, there was an elbow there.
It was a deliberate challenge.
From that angle, that shows it much better that it was an elbow.
Spurs fans will remember that they got a player sent off for very much the same thing 2 or 3 weeks ago at Southend United, so they'll be looking for something out of this.
Now the referee is calling both Naeem, and you see what Naeem's saying. Benison is laughing and saying it didn't happen, but our camera on the far side certainly indicates that there was an elbow in the face of the Tottenham player. I confess I thought at first that he was making a huge meal of it. In the end...
Well, he's made a bit of a meal of it, but he's got away with it, Brian, as Barry Benison.
And a free kick given to Liverpool.
Well, there's a bit of luck for you.
Whelan with it. Too high for Hussein. So many elbows in the games these days, though, Jimmy.
It's something that we always bore out at Tottenham, and other teams do, though. When you come to Liverpool, I don't think that the referee is necessarily biased, but... Oh, wow.
Now, Houghton. Too high.
But I think with all the pressure that goes on around Anfield, it's easy to influence a referee in the favour of Liverpool sometimes.
Well, Houghton in space here, and maybe didn't quite make as much of it as he should have done. A goal kick to Tottenham. Kenny Dalglish, left. Beardsley. Oh, well, it's break again by McMahon! A great break by him! Oh, good work by Torstvedt, but he was outside the box. He surely was outside the box when he handled that. But it's Lineker. Great break again by McMahon. And Bergson gets it back. Van Gaal. Samways. Van Gaal. This time Lineker. Watched by Abbott. Thomas. Van Gaal's got a good left foot. Deep cross by him towards Paul Allen. Burrows got it away to Barnes, though. Beardsley. Pace of this game is astonishing at the moment. McMahon. And now Ray Houghton. Rush is waiting for it. Sedgley just knocking it away only as far as John Barnes. Whelan.
Well, it's a great ball through, Brian. Again, McMahon. Rule number one for any goalkeeper: get outside the box if you're going to bring a player down or handball it, which he did.
Outside the box.
Outside the box. It was a free kick, but a great break again by Steve McMahon.
Beardsley. McMahon. Houghton. Look at this break by Barnes now. The flag stays down, and the ball is in the net by John Barnes. Playing some stuff now. A brilliant goal for Liverpool. Finished off in the most superb style by John Barnes. His 7th of the season and his first in 5 games. They are breaking superbly from these midfield positions.
Magnificent goal, Brian. It had to come, didn't it? They'd created so much. It was so much on the cards that inevitability was the word, really.
Good break here by Tottenham. By Paul Allen across the face of the Liverpool goal. They haven't really had a serious shot on Bruce Grobbelaar's target yet. Barnes. Benson. Beardsley threading it through this time for Houghton. Played in there, and tossed it down as Rush came sliding in. Liverpool 13-8 favourites with the bookmakers at the start of today's game.
Another great move here. Ian Rush, unlucky really not to get a stud to that.
John Barnes, 25th minute goal, separating the two sides with now 10 minutes to go to half-time. Bergson. Thomas. Lineker. Samways. Spurs with a few forward now, including Naeem on this side. Van Gaal, will he try a blast? He might well. Tipped away beautifully there by Grobbelaar from Vinnie Samways. And the first real serious work that Bruce Grobbelaar's had to do in this game. With 9 minutes of the first half left.
Here's a good chip by Samways. Good save by Brucey, actually.
Substitution. Venison is coming off, and Steve Staunton is coming on. Just a switch in the fullbacks then. Staunton will go to left back. David Burrows now will come to right back. We understand he's got a hamstring injury. Barry Venison, his left hamstring is gone. Burrows, Sedgley, Van Gaal. Oh, my word, he slipped on the turf there, did Torstvedt. For a moment there was the danger of a most outrageous own goal. And then if one of the Liverpool players had been up to take it after he'd half stopped it, a simple tap-in would have followed. Van Gaal's long back pass, he slipped there, you see. 4 minutes of the first half left. Here's Houghton. Now McMahon. Houghton, good play again by McMahon. There's the ball for Rush. A darting run by him. And Torsvett staved it with his right boot. McMahon. Houghton, who's having a terrific game. And there's the ball for Barnes. A chip by him, and Torsvett just gets the hands to it and puts it over for a corner. Liverpool's first, believe it or not. But in the last minute, they might have had 2 goals. Houghton's ball now inside the full-back for John Barnes. And Torsvett's reaction save. 1-0 to Liverpool at half-time. The goal by John Barnes after 25 minutes. The lead they merit. Spurs have had one excellent shot by Vinnie Samways, saved by Bruce Grobbelaar. But most of it has been going towards Erik Torsvett's goal. Welcome back to Anfield. Yes, Paul Walsh is on as a substitute for Tottenham. It's Naeem who's gone off. We don't yet know whether the injury, apparently he is injured, whether it's the injury, the involvement that he had with Barry Venison that Graham Souness was talking about at half-time and that you saw for yourself. We'll seek to find that out for you, but here's Torsvett. Remember, Liverpool leading by 1-0. Abbott with a header. Thomas with a header. Burrows. Beardsley. And the ball out of play. And a throw return. Glenn Hussein with it. Barnes first to show. A terrific shot and a superb piece of goalkeeping by Torsvett. What brilliant skills by Barnes, though. A volley on the turn that was creeping. Well, it wasn't creeping, it was going at some pace into that top corner.
Superb effort, wasn't it, Brian?
And a good piece of goalkeeping by the big Norwegian.
Absolutely. This is John Barnes. Great effort, really. Brilliantly controlled on his chest and superb effort.
Bergson. Might come now for Paul Allen, and Grobbelaar was down. Barnes just nicking that away from Walsh. Finding McMahon, who finds Beardsley, and here's Barnes in full stride again. Sedgley going across, Rush looking for what might be left. In the end, nothing was left there as Bergson got it away to Samways. Lineker. Howells on the break. Mitchell Thomas outside him. That's a free kick. A foul by Hussein. One of the...
I don't think there was any doubt about that. That's an old pro putting his hands up and saying, OK, ref, fair enough.
Free kick quite properly given. Howells and Samways behind it. Grobbelaar making sure the ball is in the right position. Hull striking. Samways curling it just too high, and it finishes in the cop. Crowd here, 36,550. One of them about to catch the ball that Vinnie Samways knocked over the crossbar. One of Tottenham's brightest youngsters, Vinnie Samways. I was talking to Peter Shreves about him the other day. The former Tottenham manager felt that he really had got it in him to go all the way. In the meantime, it's Paul Allen. Oh, Walsh. Has he got away from Abbott? What's he got waiting in the middle? Lineker's waiting in there. Knocked off his head by Hussein. And a rather rash-looking challenge there by Burrows. Nothing given, and a free kick. Yes, it is a free kick. Don't really think there could be any complaints about that. to Van den Hal. The clock will have loved that. Former Evertonian putting it wide from that sort of position.
Actually, one sees the Liverpool defence coming under pressure now. Look, they're not even looking up, they're not marking anybody. And it was a pretty poor effort, really, by Pat Van den Hal, because he had plenty of space.
Samways. Oh, cut out by Beardsley. A bad ball by Samways, and he might pay for it. He was saved by Mabbott. Liverpool fans thought there was a handball there. Mabbott found Howes. And now Bergson. Rush and Beardsley up ahead of him. There's Peter Beardsley, there's Rush! Oh, he's put it wide! His head's on the turf! And the chance went spinning away after an exhilarating Liverpool move. Well, he'd saw and put those away with his eyes closed.
Well, he normally does. I think he was caught between two minds on what to do, really. He had the ball perfectly under control, wanted to go round, and then changed his mind. Most unrushy-like situation, this really. He takes the ball. Very unusual.
Paul Allen's coming off there, the substitution's being made. Paul Moran is on.
I think if I was Terry Venables, you know, I'd be tempted to put big Michael Thomas and Mitchell Thomas up, right up the middle there, to use his height and play Lineker and Walsh either side of him. Hope that something comes about.
He's certainly played him much further forward in this second half, but he's just lingering to the left of the strikers at the moment.
That's right, I think he needs to go right in the middle. That's where he needs to...
He's lost it! Howes and Mitchell Thomas was crying out for the ball there in some space inside the box, and Grobbelaar can smile, as he does so often. But that was very nearly a scary moment for Liverpool.
I think this is the sort of ball Spurs have got to play in and have Thomas there, so that situation's created with Lineker and Walsh around that area, so that they could finish better than obviously that was finished.
Whelan. Rush. Foul again by Mabbott on Rush. Free kick. Whelan to Houghton. Played in again there to Rush. And back again. Beardsley charged away by Sedgley. McMahon. Beardsley, the flag is up. Not against Beardsley, but I suspect against Hussein, who was on the other side of the penalty area, in fact. Very good challenge by Sedgley there. Very important one. Hussein winning it in the air. I don't think Hussein's lost anything in the air this afternoon. Bergson. Moran. Here's Barnes. It's got the clock going now as Barnes goes surging forward. He's got Houghton waiting in the middle and Whelan too, and here's Ablett. Barnes once more. Beardsley. It's a good shot, a terrific save too. That bounced just ahead of Torstvedt, and on this wet surface that really gathered some pace, and he held it well. Just as Liverpool are playing this well. Here's Barnes again. The little chip through. Houghton again. Will Beardsley get there? The flag is up. But for all that, terrific reactions by Eric Torstvedt.
Yeah, significantly, the last 5 minutes, Liverpool have turned the tap on a little bit and created some really good stuff again.
Whelan. No, Houghton won't either. Surprised Beardsley didn't try a shot there. Spurs are delighted he didn't. And here's Walsh. Stopped by Whelan. Real cut and thrust up now, and Beardsley caught offside. Thought Beardsley might have had a little pop there, Jimmy.
I thought he would. Actually, I think it was nearly a penalty as well. He was held back.
10 minutes of the game left now. Liverpool 1, Tottenham 0. A victory for Liverpool takes them back to the top of the Barclays League. Stopped by Sedgley. No handball. Play on, says referee Hutchinson. And he finds Walsh. Vanden Hauwe storming outside him. Mitchell Thomas going through the middle, still with Paul Walsh. A deflection and a corner to Tottenham. Just inside the last 10 minutes. And the game is certainly there to be saved for Tottenham. Paul Walsh will take it. Again, Thomas at the near post for that flick on, but they've decided to find Samways. Now for Walsh again. Hit by him and fisted away by Grobbelaar, and a missed punch there. Fortunately for him, it went behind for another corner, though.
He's laughing, Brucey, but it nearly went in.
Wasn't far from it. It's another Tottenham corner, and Liverpool are still under pressure here. Hussein needed to be. McMahon, where's he going? Getting it away to Rush. Rush beautifully into the path of Houghton. He's got to go on his own, though. Or hold it up. Barnes. Staunton. Barnes. Get it going again. To Barnes again. Rush. Barnes! Beautiful move! And toss fit there at the end of it. Well, Jimmy, one of your duties, of course, is to name the Barclays man of the match. Not just yet, but in a moment, perhaps you can just give us one or two of the contenders you've been thinking about.
Well, I think the people that have done well for Liverpool are Ronnie Whelan. John Barnes has had a superb game. McMahon. I think for Tottenham, Gary Mabbutt's held it all together very well under great pressure.
Well, here's Barnes, one of the contenders. Beardsley. Pulled down by Thomas, a free kick to Liverpool. Whelan and Barnes behind this one. Both capable of those lovely curling free kicks. Staunton also coming in. Staunton there, also a little bit of the action, plenty in the wall, as you can see. Curled and saved from Staunton. Thomas. Moran, a chip in for Walsh. Might come for Howells. It's not so far away!
Good effort that, Brian, actually. He thought about it, knew what he was going to do, teed himself up well.
He's only ever scored 3 league goals for Tottenham. None this season, but that was very nearly a save.
Wasn't far away.
OK, name this the man of the match, the Barclays man of the match.
Oh, I think the most outstanding player on the field today has been Steve McMahon, Brian. Had an absolute stormer of a game.
Well, he's looking to get involved there. Yeah, I think that's an excellent choice, but here's Walsh.
Well, he'll be involved because he's been up and down, up and down.
Oh, there he is at the final whistle, Steve McMahon. as Liverpool win by 1-0. John Barnes, the scorer, after 25 minutes. A goal that takes Liverpool back to the top of the First Division table. On the back of the goal by Barnes, and a scintillating first half performance. And then they needed to show great resilience in the second half as Spurs came back to them. A really entertaining game. And overall, just about a victory that Liverpool deserved. Jimmy?
I think they deserved it. They played the much better quality football, Brian. Spurs came back into it in the second half, through endeavour more than anything else, put up a very good display. But there were times when Liverpool really put it together and showed us what they really can do, and it was wonderful stuff to watch.
And it puts it back on the winning road again after those 2 successive defeats, and puts a little dent in the Tottenham recovery, but enough really for Tottenham there to suspect that they're going to go on.
Oh, I would think Spurs will be in the hunt now. They're looking good.
Right, let's join the man of the match, Steve McMahon, with Jim Rosenthal.
Steve, Liverpool go back to the top of the First Division. I just wonder if you could tell us what's said here at Anfield after a couple of defeats, a very rare occurrence.
Not much. We let other people do the talking, really, and I think we just get on with it. We've had 1 defeat in the Cup and a bad defeat in the league, but there's nothing wrong as far as we're concerned. We just get on with it and we play each game as it comes.
A very competitive match, though, out there. Tottenham gave you quite a run for your money.
I think they did. They switched it at half-time, which we thought they would, and they got us a little bit more. But they left a lot of spaces up front, and with any sort of luck, we could have had maybe 2 or 3.
How hard was it out there? Because we had a lot of rain on Merseyside in the last 24 hours, and going must have been pretty heavy.
Well, credit to the ground staff at Liverpool. The pitch was absolutely fantastic, considering the weather we've had. But all said and done, it was a good result, and that's what we needed after a couple of bad defeats. But we're back now, I think.
It doesn't worry anybody here at Anfield that you're out in front and leading the pack again?
Not at all. I think it's only early days yet, as they keep saying. We've still got a long way to go, and hopefully we'll be there at the end of the season.
Just another word about Tottenham. Did you detect a bit of steel there that hasn't been there before?
Second half especially. I think they played really well, and all credit to them, and I think they're going to win a lot of games playing that way.
Steve, one final job. There's the Barclays bubbly for you. Very well done. Greaves' choice as man of the match. Well done.
Thanks very much. Thank you.